Konnichiwa, YouTube. I'm back. Jeffrey Smith. I'm a little stir crazy. Sorry. I wanted to try and get this down while it's fresh in my mind. I did not bring my laptop to the hospital, so I won't be able to edit anything. So I'm going to try and do this in one take without screwing up or stumbling over my own words or picking my nose or anything like that. So let's give it a shot. I just wanted to talk about entering the hospital yesterday and the things that I experienced on my first day in the hospital. So we got here just before 11 o'clock. First thing they did was I was greeted by a wonderful woman who had cue cards that were in Japanese and English. You know, she had my name on there and greeting me and letting me know that they would be doing a rapid COVID test. So I sat down, I waited about 5 minutes, and they brought me outside to a station outside, did the rapid test, waited about 10 minutes. Once the all clear was there for COVID, they escorted me up to the second story. Here we go, second floor. That was basically a reception area, and it was busy. There was quite a few people coming and going. It took a little bit of time for them to figure out what to do with me because I speak English, but once they got that all straightened out, then it was pretty rapid. So that floor of the hospital is set up, it's sort of circular, and in the center of this big circle is rooms that go all the way around in the circle, and each room has a number, so there's different testings done in different numbered rooms. So like my first test, for example, was I think it was a chest x-ray. That was in room number 4, let's say. Then the next test I had to go to room number 8. They gave me a little piece of paper and basically told me what to do. So first test, I think it was a chest x-ray, followed by an echocardiogram, followed by a bunch of blood work being drawn. Chest x-ray, echocardiogram, EKG was also done in one of the rooms, blood work. And then, which was a surprise to me, I had met with Dr. Ostuka, which I didn't realize I would be seeing him. So once I got those handful of tests out of the way, which moved along quite quickly, I have it really down pat here. I sat down and spent a little bit of time talking to Dr. O about the procedure. He was refreshing his memory about our conversation, which was, close to a year ago. He was just going through his notes, asked me some questions about how my AFib's been, et cetera, et cetera. He then sent me for a CT scan with dye, contrast dye. So we did that. I think that was on the 3rd floor, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody escorted me up there. We did the CT scan. And then I went back downstairs to meet with Dr. O again on the 2nd floor. He went over all the tests, basically telling me, everything looked good, nothing abnormal, etc. And then went through the procedure step by step, what he would anticipate. I don't want to use the word concern, but for lack of a better word, his only concern was my previous 3 failed ablations. And he said as a result of that, he would estimate the success rate of this procedure for me, excuse me, being paroxysmal, but having the 3 unsuccessful catheter ablations. He said somewhere between 70 and 80% success rate, but that we wouldn't truly know until about 3 months out when the heart had completely healed. And then touched on the fact that, the chance of stroke would basically be 0% chance of stroke after, the occlusion of the left arterial appendage. One of the things I thought was cool is he offered to show me the appendage after the procedure, which I said absolutely. I'd like to bring it home. I don't know if they'll let me do that, but call me crazy. Yeah, so basically went through all of that, went through a little bit of paperwork, had a couple of questions I asked him, and then they brought me up to my room, which is on the 3rd floor. Beautiful corner room, which I will at some point post. I did video of that. I'll try and post that. Maybe I'll have to do that separately, or maybe when I get back out of the hospital. So anyway, that's pretty much where we are right now. What's interesting to me, being from a different country and you know, having been through a handful of hospitals in my time, first of all, the Japanese are extremely efficient, which is of no surprise. The other thing is the, you know, the automated stuff and the way that they do things that way. I know on the Wolf Mini Maze Facebook page, there's a lot of files on there about what to expect in writing, which is awesome information. It was a huge help. So if you are at some point going to be coming to Japan for this procedure, absolutely check out that information, because it was a godsend. So thank you to everyone that's shared previous to me. But at any rate, one of the things you do is when you get here, you will rent per se your hospital gown and then some supplies. There's a couple different choices. There's basically a menu. My suggestion is to just get all of the supplies that they're suggesting. It's very reasonable. It's a few dollars a day, maybe $5 a day. And it contains a plastic cup, which you'll need in the ECU. There's almost like a sippy cup, for want of a better term. Some soap, a toothbrush, which that stuff I brought, but then I'll be able to take the stuff that I purchased from the hospital and put it specifically. They ask you to put a small bag together of stuff that's going to go to the ECU with you. Excuse me. Everything else will remain in the room while I'm in the ECU. So that just takes a lot off your plate. There it is. You have it all. You put it in the bag. You're raring to go. One of the other interesting things is, you know, if you're from America and you've been in the hospital, they usually stick a pitcher of water next to your bed and tell you to have at it. It's different here. There's some self-service stuff going on. So your water, you have to get from a vending machine, which is very Japanese and very cool. It happens to be right across the hall from my room. So you need to have 2 bottles of water to bring to you to the ECU. So you purchase them from the vending machine. And then I purchased, of course, a bunch in the room. Inside my room, there's a very small mini fridge, and then also like a lock drawer for your valuables. It's a fantastic room. The other thing, the automated thing that I thought was interesting is in the morning I have to get up and right outside of my door is a self-serve station which has a scale and then also a blood pressure cuff, an automated blood pressure machine. So I have to, in the morning, go out there, weigh myself, check my blood pressure and my heart rate, and then write it down on a sheet that they gave me here. I also have to keep track of how much water I drink and bathroom breaks. How many bathroom breaks I'm taking. So we're doing that, and that's pretty much it. Today, this is second day in the hospital. We've got a couple of small tests. Excuse my back. We have some blood work and an ankle pressure test. I think it has something to do with blood clots, etc. That's all I have on my schedule. It is about, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's about, well, I just called my daughter. I want to say it's about 8:30 in the morning right now. I've already had breakfast, which was delicious. And after 9 o'clock, I can shower. So that's probably what I'll do next. And that's going to do it for today. There's just those couple of tests. And I do have to shave and do some other things to prepare for surgery tomorrow. So that's going to do it for now. All right. I hear voices. I'm going.